everyone, this is Sharon Johnson from rawandawesome.com, and this is part of the Mind, Body, Soul series that I have. If you like the series, please subscribe. If you like what I'm talking about, please like, and also don't forget to comment, because it's not about just what I'm talking about, but I'm very interested in what you want to say, because between all of us, we can grow and learn together. What I would like to talk about is just basically strengthening bonds, and what bonds are we strengthening? As we know, birds of a feather flock together. We hear this phrase so often, it's very cliche, but it's true. Generally, we are just, generally like 5 people that are in our circle of influence. And, as a health coach, I hear people saying that they may want to lose weight or they might want to be more social and things like this. So I really challenge them to really start looking at their circles and seeing what are their closest 5 supporters doing. Because if their 5 closest supporters are eating Dunkin' Donuts and fast food and not going to walk and exercise, how motivated are you to do it? And I'm not saying to ditch those friends or anything, but just maybe start thinking about looking at some other areas and some other people to really have to be that support system in that particular area. So for example, for me, I have a couple areas that I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow, of course, in my health and wellness. So I have my group of health and wellness friends. I have some that are more just, spiritual and religious, and we, talk about, things that we truly believe in. And then I have some that are maybe vegan, and we go out to eat, often. So I have separate groups for whatever's trying to really feed me. Now, veganism, in this life is a little bit easier than it is, but for some of us, we might have a little bit of struggle trying to really stay focused, staying away from, some of the high fructose corn syrups and things like that. So just being around like-minded people really helps. And for me, I just like being around that circle of influence because, a lot of my other friends don't understand. And, I like talking about some of the things, some of the new foods that are coming out, some of the new vegan restaurants. And I don't want to bore my regular friends with it. They're very, very supportive of me. Don't get me wrong. But, it's really nice to have people that understand me. Likewise, when I wanted to go out and do the triathlon that I was in, I needed to have a different circle of influence of friends. I had people that, ran on a daily basis. They went swimming often. They were, biking. It was part of a training group. And we ran together and, we laughed together. We were upset together. And they got it. And they understood. They understood when I was tired after swimming and I just wanted to eat, and then crash and go to sleep. And if it wasn't for them, then I could have easily given up. But it was so nice to have them as a support system. Likewise, and that's not only with, whether you're trying to lose weight or if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to, take your business to another height, but just having masterminds even emotionally. Now, if you suffer from depression or anxiety, who are you around? Are you around people that are draining your energy or lifting you up? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they realist? Just really looking at people that are really just kind of helping you to grow, emotionally and mentally, because that can be a huge, huge strain as well. And I'm not, I know sometimes a lot of those strains and stressors come from our family and friends, and we can't necessarily, friends we could probably, maybe ditch a little bit faster than family. But family, we love them. We know that they have our best interests at heart most of the time. But sometimes we just have to either set, very, very strong boundaries, or, we might have to just really look at how we interact with them and what we can bring up to them and what kind of conversations we can have and when not to have those conversations. But just, my goal right now is just really to look at all my areas that I'm specifically trying to grow and strengthen those bonds in those areas, because those areas and those people is really what's going to set me apart in my next step and chapter in my journey. And I'm looking to grow in those specific areas, especially, for me, one of the reasons why I did Mind, Body, and Spirit or Soul series is because, I was already working on the physical thing. I can juice fast and I can do, raw food, cleanses, and I could do these different things. But if I'm not feeding my mind and I'm not feeding my soul and spirit, then what's going to happen? I'm going to start going back to the junk foods and things. So I needed to really start strengthening in those areas. And to help me strengthen in those areas, I had to start looking at my circle of influence, and it has made a huge difference. I had to let go of some people. It was not very easy, but you know, at the end of the day, it was up to me to make sure that my emotions and my mental stability was intact. And I knew that some of these people were either emotionally draining or they weren't really helping me to grow in an area. You know, just kind of like the saying, I think it's Anne Wigmore maybe, or Hippocrates, I can't remember, that says food could either be your best medicine or your slowest poison. I believe it was Hippocrates. The same goes with like your friends and your emotions. You're either feeding your soul, you know, positive, loving things that's going to help you to grow and help you to heal, or you're taking in stress and negativity that's a slow poison. And I want us to just be healing and healthy and whole. And so I just challenge you to see what you're doing, who you are around, and what are your next moves to help you on your next part of your journey. Once again, this is Sharon Johnson, and if you liked what I'm saying, please like. And I definitely would love for you to comment below and let me know who some of your circle of influences are and what your thoughts on that and how do you set your boundaries. And also please subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.